What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today we are going to revisit The Last of Us Part 1. It has had a long time to stew in the pot, and it actually got Steam Deck settings and everything, even got verified on the Steam Deck, so I'm hoping that it can give us a halfway decent experience right here. But maybe it can't, but we're gonna test it out right now. Now, just like with the Steam Deck, we're not going through all the settings when we do these revisits. We're just gonna use my settings. Hopefully it remembered them. Some games are linked to each other. Like I remember Hi-Fi Rush, if I played on my Steam Deck, I'd have to turn it from 720p back to 4K when I got to my main computer. So hopefully that didn't happen with this one. If it did, I'll have to go and mess with the settings and get it back to what I perceive as good settings. Or go back and just look at my settings. That's probably the smarter thing to do, go back and just look at one of my videos I did in the past and look at my settings screen for my settings and go boom. Copy those, paste them in here, and we'll see what they are. But I'll decide what to do once I get in there. So let's go get this guy hooked up to the capture computer and we'll get started. All right, let's try this again. I had to come back and redo this because I got done with all my voiceovers and then realized that all the sound was fucked up. So let's try this again. I'm just gonna make sure this sounds correct after I get done with this 1 minute kind of look through the settings. But anyway, we are at 1080p, as you could see at the beginning there. We weren't using FSR or anything like that. That's why it says rendered resolution 1080p up there. So these are the settings I went with, where we pretty much get a 60 FPS all the time. There's a couple spots here and there where it drops a little under 60, but they're few and far and in between, and it's still infinitely better than it was when it first came out. This was unplayable on this laptop when it first came out. Even if you put everything on low, like in the beginning scene where you're running away from all the zombies in the beginning, it was dropping down in the 30s if I recall. But anyway, let's go show you guys how much it's improved. And hopefully, the sound will work. Alright guys, here we are in the beginning of the game, and it seems like I got the microphone working. Don't know what happened before, but I sounded like one of the fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks. But at the same time, you couldn't actually understand anything I said. Hell, if it was just me sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks, I probably would have just posted the video because I thought that would be sounding hilarious, but you literally couldn't understand nothing I was saying. I don't know what happened. But who cares? We got it all under control now. Kind of sucks that I went through all of these different scenes already once and voice-overed them once and have to do it all over. But hey, sometimes in the YouTubing, not everything goes your way. You're gonna have to go back and redo some shit sometimes. Not a big deal though. And this is infinitely better. Yeah, we dropped down to 59. This is the part where we were in the 30s, and then a big car explosion when it hits this freaking gas station would also drop it down to like 26 every time, I think. Nope. Hell, we even stayed above 60 during it. Hell yeah. This is so much better. This is actually very playable now. Now this part is probably going to be hard to get over 60 at 1440p, although I say that, maybe it won't. Only one way to find out. We'll have to get to that after this. That's what I always do. I always do 1080p and 1440. And the textures look so much better now, too. They kind of looked like absolute trash before, while getting way worse FPS. So yeah, we dropped a little before, under FPS, or 60. I think I saw a 54 as I was yammering on back there. But still, this is so much better. Now I'm kind of excited also to see how it runs on my desktops. Those ran pretty damn decent to begin with, but the only one that could get a constant 60 was my main computer. That's the only one that's the only computer I've had that, when it first came out, could get a constant 60 all the time, no matter what, at real 4K. No FSR, no DLSS, none of that shit. Man, the zombies sure do come out of the woodworks, don't they? No. No coming in here.
Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! I cannot run him!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there. Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
He's gonna be fine. Almost there.
They're getting closer.
They sure are. We've got to focus on the running, or they're going to get us. Well, that's not what you want to see coming out of an ambulance. Anyway, though, we pretty much got to the end of my little run here, so let's go move on to the next spot that was having trouble running. Here we go again in the city. This is another spot when the game first came out that had lots of trouble staying above 60 on the laptop anyway. It wasn't that bad here on anything else besides the laptop. Well, on the Steam Deck, it was pretty bad too. But the Steam Deck did a lot better last time with its actual real just Steam Deck settings. Now it's verified. We stayed at pretty much 30 the whole time. I think there were a couple parts here and there that dropped under 30, but I was pretty happy. It looked kind of shitty all blown up on the screen, but on the actual Steam Deck itself, it wasn't so bad. I'm excited to try this game out on the Asus Ally, too.
Ration line hasn't opened yet. Must be running low again.
Now that one, since we haven't done it at all, I'll go through all the settings probably.
Seems like more people are getting infected.
Though, I can already spoiler alert, it will not be able to hit no 60 FPS at 1080p if this thing is barely staying above 60, you know? This thing's quite a bit more powerful in the GPU department. I actually think the Ally CPU might be like, I know it's got more single core, but I think it actually might be on par if not slightly better. Plugged into the wall and everything as my laptop. That's pretty crazy.
See you, ID. There you go. What's your business here? Got the day off. Visiting a friend.
The day off. Gotta visit those friends. Oh, she's not going that way. Because the Firefly's going to attack. Yeah, instead of being irritated, I have to do all the voiceovers over again. I'm just having fun with it, having a bowl, and just having a good old time. Yeah, no, this is much better than it was before. I'm also appreciating the huge uptick in graphics. I had to have lower graphics, and we were getting way less frames before, too. So, have made it look worse, and worse performance than we should have gotten. We're actually getting extremely playable FPS, at least at 1080p. Once we up it to 1440p in the next video, that might all change, but we'll have to wait until the next video to find that one out.
Patch yourself up, all right?
Now, you know what? Let's take another hit. It's been a little bit.
They're gonna close all the checkpoints. We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
Or we could just let Robert go.
Cute.
Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. So where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit?
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene?
We're going to pay that Robert a visit.
Marlene?
So, inside we get hundreds of FPS. That's pretty nice.
Think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell
Well, I
her?
shouldn't say hundreds, but we get 100-ish FPS is more like it.
You stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
Yeah, see you around.
Marlene looking for Robert? What do you make of that?
I don't like it. You better find him before
Nope,
Firefly.
I don't like it either. If he don't like it, I don't like it. Yeah, as you guys can see, this game is still CPU bottlenecked at 1080p, but I was not expecting it to not be. Lots of times. Alright, I think I had to cut myself off, but what I was trying to say is this game is still CPU bottlenecked a little bit.
It's like we're on a date.
Like right out here, we're getting close to 100% utilization, but there's lots of other parts where we're only getting like 60 to 70. Well, we might just see that happen as we progress. Oh, there's not. Yep, see, 88. 51. So yeah, there's just certain spots where the GPU kind of falls flat on its face, but that's just because the CPU can't feed it fast enough. So we actually might do better at 1440p because that should get rid of some of the CPU bottleneck. Should put way more strain on the GPU. Though I'm still not sure if we'll be able to hit 60 all the time-ish. That one might drop under 60 a lot more often. We'll see. But I'll have to mess with the settings because I doubt I'll be able to run these. I'll try it once I start the game up, but I'm not going to start recording until I get good settings that I think are worthy.
Lady, you must
Though
be
sometimes on the Asus Ally I have to go with a little under 30 here and there. Especially at 1080p. It's hard to run games at 1080p on that thing usually, especially the new age ones. All right, let's see. Now, I didn't actually walk around in here, I don't think, when I played the game. For real. I think I just followed that girl and just was like, oh, shit, let's go. Oh, and see, I think I missed this through my playthrough. I wonder if there's, like, an achievement for getting all of these. Or if there's just this one. Can't remember if I found any more. It's been too long since I played already. Alright, now I gotta remember. How the hell do I turn that damn light on? Nope, that's not it. That's punching. Alright, let's see. That's crouch. There we go. We got it. And she's all like, don't blind me in the fucking face with that light, bitch. Alright, let's just quickly look in here. There's a little stutter right there, but it's still a lot smoother than it was before, too. Still not flawless, though. But could also be far worse, too.
Think Robert's still got our guns?
And it was. And now it's not. So, that's pretty fucking cool.
Should be easy to unload.
Speaking of merchandise, when's that next shipment due?
Oh, we're meeting Bill next month. More pills, lots of ammo.
Alright, is there anything over here? Probably not, but it's always worth a look.
Hold up.
Uh-oh. It's Spores time. Which is also a perfect time for us to go ahead and switch on over to camera. So, let's go ahead and do just that. Alright guys, let's get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay now. Just on the device itself, no external screen or none of that stuff. Alright, what button was it? It was that guy. Haha.
Down from here.
Oh shit, we got spores. We got some spores. Huh. Gonna bring the house down. For a second there, we were getting as many FPS as we were Celsius on the processor. There we go. Now we can be on our merry way. Anything else here to pick up? Nope, not looking like it. Oh, we hear it. Hell yeah, stealth killing. Alright, now while those guys are eating, we can just sneak past. Just don't want to make a bunch of noise in this game. That just seems to be the #1 key. Heck yeah. Now I don't need them damn masks no more. In any case, I think that's plenty of camera recorded gameplay, so why don't we go and wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Last of Us Part 1, at 1080p anyway, and man, night and day difference. Sure, there were a couple spots where we dropped under 60 with my settings, but for the most part, we were way above it, and it seemed a lot less stuttery. It still had some stutters here and there, yes, but huge improvement compared to what it used to be like. Now I would say it's actually playable on the Asus G15 Advantage. In that beginning part, I could barely get 30 FPS no matter what I did when this first came out, and I was like, well, that's ridiculous. So, though, I probably won't be able to get away with these same settings at 1440p if I was dropping down to 60 at some spots and getting kind of close down like 64, 66 and shit at 1080p. I'm probably going to have to tone some stuff from high down to medium once we get there, because I don't want to use FSR, otherwise I can't sit there and say, hey, we're testing 1440p if we're doing FSR, right? So, we'll see what I can come up with from my settings for 1440p, but that's not until next video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out guys.